All right, everyone. Welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. So this is for Tuesday, May 30th, 2017. All right, so the moon's in Leo today, so we could be feeling maybe a bit expressive, maybe creative, maybe like having a bit of fun or entertainment in our life. That could be good for the emotions here today. Now, of course, the Sun and Mars are still in Taurus, so still a great time for focusing on our resources, both our inner resources and how to cultivate our inner resources to pursue our outer resources as well, like material security, enjoying the simple life, and again, taking things slow and steady to get there. So today we do have Mars and Saturn, that Mars opposite Saturn from the past couple days easing up. So if you have been feeling more of the restriction or maybe a lot of responsibility these past couple days, or maybe you've just been seeing the big picture of your life and doing the status check and really seeing that things do take time, that is easing up today. And what's replacing it is Mars sextile up to Uranus, which is not a major aspect, but certainly gives us a bit of freedom. And it lifts us up even more because Uranus is all about progressiveness, thinking outside the box, trying new things, and with Mars taking action towards that excitement. So there might just be an opportunity for that today, or we could be feeling it, and then cultivating that could be quite nice. All right, so that's the day generally. Let's go ahead and look at this in more detail when we return. All right, so there is the moon in Leo, really good for, having a bit of fun in our life, right? Or entertainment, creativity, and fundamentally expressing ourselves, right? Through that, we could be feeling emotionally rooted, emotionally grounded. Leo is a very large constellation, so we will have the moon here for the next few days with that. So this whole cycle, which started last week, we had the new moon last Thursday, was all about Taurus. And so things are still very grounded at this time. I think it's still very good for focusing on how we can cultivate the things we value in life, how we can take things slow and steadily, cultivate those qualities of our personality that take things slow, steadily, stop to enjoy things, do things with making sure one step is firmly placed before taking the next step, that resourceful, grounded energy. So that's how we're gaining energy right now at the moment. That's how we're focused on things, and with Mars finishing up in Taurus, that is how we're getting things done. Mercury is finishing Aries, so there is a fire behind our mind at this time. For some of us, our minds are quite active, or we're a bit clearer in terms of what we're thinking about, and maybe with the communication as well, fire behind that, and maybe with the routine. Some of us could be active, or seeing a little bit clear about what we want in life, how to pursue that, and the actions to take to make that happen. But of course, we still do have a lot of watery energy. Venus is still in Pisces. We have a lot of aspects with Uranus this week. So there is this theme still, as we've learned so much about earlier in the year, about letting go, right? Letting go of everything outside of our control and finding the peace that arises within that. All right, so let's look at these aspects. As I said, Mars opposite Saturn is lifting up. As you can see here, this red aspect lifting up as we go through the day. Still, of course, within orb, so it is still really good for implementing, whatever this more serious connotation was these past couple days about how things take time, how we have to be patient with things, and maybe feeling a bit restricted. So it's about restricting ourselves, right? What can we do to have more responsibility, with these goals, with these things we want in life, so they're done more grounded, more long-term, more real, more stable. And how can we be patient, take it one step at a time? And that's, again, what we're learning with all this Taurus energy anyways, very grounded type of stuff. But anyways, on a more immediate sense, if you have been feeling more of the restriction and limitation or heavy responsibility about things, that's easing up here today. And what's replacing it is that Mars sextile Uranus. So there can be a bit of feeling a bit free to take some action perhaps. Maybe with those things that motivate us, we are feeling like, yes, we can cultivate something a bit new, a bit exciting with it, right? Uranus really mixes things up here. So it's not a major aspect, it's a minor one, but the sextiles are about an opportunity They are considered easy aspects, meaning that we can choose or choose not to work with them. So if you are feeling a bit like, you know, mixing things up, taking some action towards your excitement, maybe a slight opportunity opens up here today to take some action with or to pursue, you may find it exciting. You may find that it aligns with your higher self. You know, Uranus is all about that higher octave of ourself that truly wants freedom, truly wants things to be in alignment with our excitement. And there just could be a slight opening for taking action towards those things today. Also gives us really good progressiveness, innovation, thinking outside the box, all of that Uranus type of stuff. Really good for technology, sometimes social stuff, maybe spending some time with friends, your community, that type of thing as well. All right, so those are the major things going on involving Mars here today. The moon sextiling the sun, meaning we're still in this crescent phase of this lunar cycle, still early phase. So if there was any new beginnings from last Thursday, it's an excellent early part of the week to implement that, to cultivate these things in our life, generally speaking. The moon is sextiling up to Jupiter, so there could be a bit of buoyancy along with this, bit of free-spiritedness. Maybe we're thinking not only outside the box, but we're willing to see the big picture. You know, we're just a little bit more expansive, a little bit more open-minded, and maybe even adventurous on a minor note here today. So we do have the moon squaring up to that Mercury, though. So things involving our mind, communication, and routine may have a bit of clash today, possibly. But a really good way of working with this, any square to Mercury, really, is to bring more conscious attention to the mind, to the communication, and the routine, just to make sure everything is done properly or correctly. You know, whether it's correspondence, whether it's what we're communicating, what we're writing, maybe it's the routine. Some of us, it might just be a bit of a busy day, or there's just some things to integrate, some things to take care of. So I think just having that present moment awareness can help balance out any type of you know, imbalances with Mercury. Too much thinking, too much routine, too much or not enough of it, which then causes a possible imbalance. So extra attention helps everything stay nice and balanced there. But I don't think that's going to be the major energy. The major energy is going to be this Mars. In fact, you know, that Mercury does start to trine up to Pluto going into tomorrow. So the second half of the day, we could be feeling maybe quite good, like with the ability to dive deep with things, to communicate things deeply, and maybe make some changes in our life, which could be positive. But I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Today is certainly Mars. It's the side of ourself that wants to take action, wants to get things done. And there has been a bit of a restriction to that these past couple days, but that's starting to ease up here today. Less serious, less of the responsibility, less of that more grounded stuff. And what's replacing it is certainly more high frequency, a bit of mixing things up, trying new things, maybe something opening up here today to, yes, bring in a bit of excitement, bring in a bit of change and innovation and progressiveness into the things that we are wanting to get done today. All right, so that's the day generally. And of course, the moon in Leo, I think as a foundation to the day, especially as the day unfolds, as the moon gets more and more into Leo, seeing where you can have a bit of fun, a bit of entertainment, creativity, and fundamentally express yourself. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.